Hey guys, Jamie here. Welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. We're at it once again, and this time we're going to be taking a look at another budget-friendly device from Xiaomi. This is the Redmi 9. This device has all the Xiaomi trademarks, starting off with a very appealing price tag of $6,990 for its base model, and of course, a pretty strong spec sheet to go along with it. Now, before we unbox this, just a quick reminder to sub to the channel and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Help us get to the next milestone, which is 200k subscribers. We're only about 30k off as of recording this video. Anyway, thanks in advance, guys, and now let's get to the unboxing of the Redmi 9. Okay, so this is the box. It should be very familiar to fans of the brand. It's plain white with pretty minimal text and a photo of the phone up in front. Inside is the phone itself, and we have the Redmi 9 in carbon gray. This happens to be the base variant with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, but you can also get it with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage for 7,490 pesos. Aside from that, you have the documentation that includes the warranty info and quick start guide. You have the jelly case, and it's frosted black, but it's less transparent than the ones we've been seeing. Hopefully, not all the colorways will have it this way. You have the SIM ejector pin, the charging brick, and the USB-C cable. Yes, guys, we have USB-C at this price point. That's a win right there. So that's pretty much everything that comes inside the box. Now let's have a closer look at the Redmi 9 itself. First things first, people, this phone is definitely made out of plastic. There's no hiding it in pretty terms like glastic. There's no glossy finish. It is unapologetically plastic. Not that that's a bad thing, of course. There's a bit of texture to the back with a pattern of concentric circles, but the overall look kind of reminds me of the Redmi K30. Now, despite the matte finish and the slight texture, it still seems to be prone to fingerprints and smudges, so keep that in mind. The ergonomics are pretty good with just enough curves to make it sit well in the hand while using it, which is pretty common with unibody builds. It also has a splash-proof nano coating that should protect against accidental spills, but I wouldn't take this to the pool. For the button and port layout, you'll find the power button and volume rocker on the right side. Access to the triple slotted SIM tray can be found on the left. On top is an IR blaster and microphone. And lastly, on the bottom are the speaker, headphone jack, another microphone, and that USB Type-C port. At this price point, typically you would see devices with 720p screens, which is why I'm happy that on the Redmi 9, you have a full HD Plus display. It measures in at 6.53 inches, which is a decent size, and Xiaomi has it listed to have a dot drop display, meaning it has a notch, but it's most likely an IPS LCD panel. The screen is protected by Gorilla Glass 3, and it does come with a pre-installed screen protector out of the box. The picture quality is pretty much what you would expect, but I ain't complaining because the pixel density is really good given the price tag, so I will happily consume content on this device. Now, at the heart of the Redmi 9 is a MediaTek Helio G80 processor, and as I mentioned earlier, our review unit has 3GB of RAM and 32GB of expandable storage. That's a solid package to have at less than 7,000 pesos, and I have tried out playing some Marvel Super War with this device already, but I will leave my findings in my gaming review for the Redmi 9, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. You have a massive battery to power the entire system at 5,020 mAh. That should be enough for about a day and a half for how I use devices, maybe 2 while I'm just staying at home. Now, you do have support for 18-watt fast charging, but apparently the charger that comes inside the box is only at 10 watts, which is a bit of a bummer. For software, you are getting Android 10 with MIUI 11 on top of it. There is a bit of bloatware installed, but it is easily uninstalled to free up more space. Of course, guys, last but not least, let's talk about the cameras. And since you've gotten a glimpse of the ones on the back, let's start with the lone selfie camera first. Hidden in the dot drop, aka the notch, is the 8-megapixel front camera at an aperture of f2.0. Plain and simple, nothing we haven't seen before. Now, on the back, you actually have a quad camera setup, but the fingerprint scanner also blends in nicely into the entire array, with a fourth one off to the side by the flash module. You have a 13-megapixel main camera at f2.2, an ultra-wide cam at 8 megapixels, a 5-megapixel macro camera, and a depth sensor to round it out. Now, I highly encourage you guys to check out Isa's video because she does a really extensive tour of the cameras for the Redmi 9. I'll leave a link in the corner of the screen or in the description box down below. And actually guys, that's pretty much it for your quick look at the Redmi 9. Now I know that some of you are going to be curious to see how this budget-friendly device will do in terms of gaming, so make sure you check back in the next few days for its gaming review. So that's it. Thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate you guys spending a few minutes with me. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell if you haven't already and you don't miss out on any of our content. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. For all the latest tech news and gadget reviews, head to unbox.ph, plus follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. My name is Jamie. Peace, God bless. See you guys next time and stay safe.